Hello, welcome back to another short video, this time looking at more additions and improvements in patch 7.4. This time we're looking at Mare Lamentorum and the moon in particular as part of a cosmic exploration. So if we go to visit either Thyana or the moon, the Sinus Adorum location, you will notice that they have added aetherites, or at least mini aetherites, to an Ethernet network. So if we go into the central hub then of Sinus Adorum, you'll find an Ethernet shard. Of course, this is something you will have to go and attune to on all different sides, and there are quite a few of those. And there is one over here at the Screen Puff at Calabash Cove. We've got one over at the Lunar Nadir. We've got one down here at the Mushroom or Wedding Ways Bower. And we've also got one over at Gleam Slope as well. But of course, once we have unlocked all of these via attuning, then, you know, the ease of use of just being able to teleport wherever you want is so much quicker than going on a Cosmo liner. If there is a particular fate up, then, you know, this is going to save a lot of time. So quite honestly, as much as I wasn't sure if if it was necessary, some locations do have like some really irritating to travel through areas with a Cosmo liner where you're going through multiple different tunnels and you're going through elevator shafts that you can't walk through, especially the Lunar Nadir here on the moon. It just makes things quicker. So if you're looking to get some more points as we get closer to the next update for cosmic exploration, which will be for the planet Oises, this is a great opportunity to waste less time and focus more, especially for gatherers, right, where you have to basically run around like a headless chicken to get to most of those nodes. They mentioned Ethernet shards will be placed on Oises, the new planet, as development of the star progresses. As of 7.4, all Ethernet shards will be installed on Sinus Adorum and Thyana, as obviously we have finished those stages. So if you want to make sure that you're attuned to these, you will have to go back and attune to all of the various different aetherite locations, but it will make things a lot easier for you in the long run and make it so that your crafters, most specifically your gatherers, though, your fisher, your botany and your mining, will have less stress going between the various nodes. That is not the only thing that has changed or been updated with Cosmic, though. So the other update then is the following. When performing stellar missions on the same star, so the same planet, a gold count will now be given based on the number of consecutive missions completed with a gold star rank. As you can see here, this is our second gold star. If we report this in a row, it will come up with a number 2. And it says consecutive gold star ranks in class A or higher stellar missions or provisional missions will add to your gold count. And you might be wondering what exactly that does. As you can see here, it says the gold count streak has reached 2. Reward bonuses have been increased by 5%. So this is an increase to both the Cosmo credits as well as the Thyana credits that you get for these repeated gold ratings in your crafts at A or higher. Now, of course, this is not increasing the amount of cosmic class points that we're actually getting. So even if you're farming for points, that's not a buff to that, unfortunately. It is just simply to that of your credits, basically your Cosmo credits and your Thyana credits by a small amount each time. All right, here we are. So the chain has gone up again. This time we are over to 1 again. So it goes to 5 in total, and then it caps. So there is quite a difference. It does mean that you're going to cap on your Cosmo and Thyana credits quicker. And yeah, I think it's a positive change. It would have been nice to see a buff to the amount of points, though, that you get for your Cosmic class EXP, but I guess this is a buff that they might add in the future. But for now, they've basically buffed the amount of credits you can get. And that is especially useful if you are looking to get some of the dyes and things that were added, or any of the items from Cosmic Fortunes. We can go over here and get a bunch of items for 1,000 a pop. Or, of course, like I am currently, I'm stacking up as many dyes as I physically can, because there's a lot of dye previews that I have yet to do. So that's where I am basically spending the majority of mine on all of these new dyes. Aside from those two major changes, then the rest are pretty basic. It says when undertaking stellar missions, a message will now be displayed if a mission requires expert recipes. So it will actually tell you if something requires you to have expert recipe knowledge or if you want to avoid that. There's also an exclamation mark icon that will now be displayed above an NPC Aelrot when mech ops have been issued. Another quality of life change to have those up there. And you can also speak with Leflader on Sinus Adorum to warp to mission sites during red alerts. A nice retroactive update. The rest of the updates then, really most of them are just for the next planet added in 7.41. So the Exo tablet's been expanded in preparation for the artifact search feature, which is hotly anticipated, adding some lore to this stuff, and that's obviously added for 7.41, so it's just the back end. And again, a portion of cosmic exploration explanation text has also been updated to correspond with that artifact search mission section to be also introduced. So they've done a lot of back end stuff aside from that for the future content. As for the future then, obviously in the next patch we're going to see updates to cosmic exploration in the form of OISES. The thing that's most exciting me about cosmic exploration in the future is the idea that we're going to be able to explore ancient ruins. This is one of the features they talked about in the last live letter, and I can't wait to add a little bit more credence to why we're on some of these places. They're huge, vast areas that are largely empty, and it would be nice to have, even if we can't have new NPCs or aliens added to it, just a little bit of story to go with it other than just in the side quests. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the future, and hopefully they also expand on cosmic exploration. It does have this problem where it needs to have more things that are social related to it. It does feel a little bit isolated even when you are with other people, and a lot of the actual growth of the world does seem to be rather limited. It's a bit stagnant with the repetitive nature of some of the missions, but that's just my opinion. You might love the content. Anyway, those are the updates at the moment, and we're waiting on the next update with the next world. Much love, happy grinding, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.